skill number 7 tournament day 2. This is going to be the final stage for today. We're going to be following GG. First game against Primo. Very weird bracket we have today. Basically, what are the top 2 teams going to be playing against each other in the first round? So a little bit of a weird seeding happening here, but that's just the way it is. Now there should be some interesting things going on as well in other matches in terms of top 8. We have Void and Purple going to be right on the heels of Pincer in terms of getting into top 8. Both of them, well, Pincer's at 35,261 cups. Void is going to be at 34,949. And Purple is only going to be 20 cups behind Void. So if you see the rest of the chart here as well, for the final stage, Void is going to be playing against, well, let's see if this loads, Apex first round, so that's tough for them. Purple is going to be playing against Pincer, so if Purple beats Pincer, they can pretty much leapfrog into top 8, assuming that Void doesn't get past round 1, and it looks like they might not make it into, or past round 1. They've got a tough match in front of them, so they need to win that first. But the game we're going to be watching is going to be GG versus Primo. Map is going to be Port Bay. GG is going to be taking a mouse, double crons, 3 IS4s, and a Vickers Light. Primo going to be taking 2 mice, a Vickers, an E5, an IS7, a VK72, and an STB. Primo being a little bit experimental with their lineups as of late. You see the teammate name there is called No IS4 Allowed, and I think they're not going to be playing IS4s for the remainder of the tournament. At least that's what I've heard from them. We'll see about top 8 though, but if they can make this work, maybe trying to show that they're above the meta or something by not playing one of the more meta tanks on North America, the IS4 of course. But let's see what they have in store here in terms of strategy. Port Bay, I'd imagine Primo are going to be playing towards that seaside, but they've got double mice as well, so they could play some sort of interesting strategy in the town as well, with STB just kind of floating around. In fact, they have Port Bay South, so maybe they play a really aggressive strategy into the A cap and push the IS7 into like this coal pile, but we'll see if that does happen. Don't really see that strat a whole lot, but who knows? So both teams readied up their lineups. I'd imagine GG are going to be playing. It's tough to tell with the IS4s, but with the crons, I'd imagine they're going to be playing, or the crons and a single mouse. I'd imagine they're going to be playing kind of sort of towards the seaside with the crons hold down as support behind IS4s and the mouse somewhere in a position to get some sort of resets on B. Although if Primo stack double mice onto that B cap, I don't think they're going to be able to hold it very well with a single mouse. They need to get something else to get resets as well. But anyways, let's see. Match is going to be starting now, so we should see some action from each of these teams in terms of initial strategies. At least Primo, I'd imagine, have something planned up their sleeve. They've got kind of a good mobile lineup here. They've got an IS7 mobile tank, hard to dig out once it's in a hold down position. You can use its armor. You've also got Vickers and an STB paired together, so let's see. I actually want to see where the IS7 is going. Let's see here. Even Steven in the Vickers, obviously going to be spotting across. Whitetails just going to be passive spotting here and ready to run away. Tanner spotted there. Whitetails doesn't get spotted in return until now. Going to be pulling off of the cap there. Gakati moving up. Canadian Impact is in a position here. You actually, let's see here. Canadian Impact. He's in a position to reset B. He has slight reset shots, but Sierra needs to get spotted for him to get hit. Tanner got hit, looked like he actually penned him through the turret. Gakati not gonna be poking up though. So they're just letting them take C for whatever reason. Maybe they're expecting some sort of push from under, like where Mako is going. So I didn't want to overcommit on the resets, but Gakati bleeds a shot from even Steven in the Vickers. Tanner now coming up and trying to get some more shots into him. Gakati's retreat has been blocked off by these tanks here. Sierra now going to be manning that position. Now, GG were able to take the A cap, but they weren't. They haven't made a move onto the B cap yet, so Primo have the cap advantage for the time being. Even Steven, ooh, he's been probing the spawn and actually runs into Canadian Impact here. He looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. Might take some more hits. Takes 2. Gakati is taking some hits as well, but he's going to be safe for now. Assassin pushed up and oh, that was a misplay. He went into a crossfire there. Sierra and Chip had shots on him. Rob luckily wasn't able to get a shot into him, but he went side on to a lot of guns there. Primo is kind of bleeding a little bit, but somehow GG have bled a little bit more. Except for even Steven. He got hit quite hard. But he has retreated back into their spawn and safe now. Whitetail is now going to be the bleeding Vickers. Rotating over back towards their spawn. Ghost Ranger and Mako are going to be alone here. They're going to get pushed on by GG, but at the same time, you see Primo is going to be making a move on Assassin and I Am Grogu. They've got 2 guns on 4 here. Tanner is going to be taking control of the A-cap. Smart play by the mobility tank there. GG, Assassin going to get tapped here. Going to go down to Chip. Puts a shot in before he goes down, but now it's up to GG to pick up some more kills. Primo have control of 2 caps now. GG have the chance to turn this around based on kills. Ryguy runs into a building there. Grogu still bleeding quite a bit. Sierra looking for some damage into him, but he's getting blocked by Jenny Kim there. Good heads up play. Rob takes a lot of hits. Down to 83 HP. He's tracked and missing his rack, so he goes down now. I Am Grogu getting pushed on by the mouse. Needs to stay alive. Needs to get support as well. Primo, again, 2 caps up. GG need to pick up the kills here. Oh, Grogu gets knocked out there. Didn't want to go over too far so that Sierra would get a side shot, but he gets picked up by Chip anyways. Ryguy missing an HE on the back of Sierra. Just poorly aimed shot there. Really needed to pen that. Even Steven actually ends up picking Whitetails up. Even though he was a one-shot, Whitetails not a good trade there. And Gakati now 1 versus 1 against Tanner. Did get some support from Canadian and they're able to pick up another kill, but Mako and even Steven are just chilling on the C cap. They're gonna defend this cap and try to win this game on caps, I'd imagine. Even Steven is spotted in the Vickers light, trying to get some damage and spots in as these GG tanks push out. GG's gonna be taking control of 2 caps now though. And the Primo is only left with 1, so at this point Primo kind of have to hope that GG push them and overextend, but GG can be pretty comfortable in just chilling on their 2 caps. Primo won't be able to win this on cap anymore, I don't think, at least. Cap is only ticking up at a rate of 5 per second, but it is gonna be close. Actually, it looks like Primo might be able to... Oh, but even Steven is spotted as he crosses. Ryguy has the chance to pick up the winning kill here. If he picks up Steve, it's gonna be... Oh, nice shot there. And that's basically game for GG. Primo. 915 cap points up. Mako is gonna be the sole tank against 4. Gakati is really far back, but he is just trying to stay alive now. Mako takes 2 hits there. And now Ryguy is just sitting on C to make sure that Primo aren't able to win this game on caps. Ryguy bouncing an AP shell off the IS-7. Mako putting a shot into his lower plate. Jenny Kim, though, coming in with the IS-4. Just heat penning him straight through the front. Mako not able to pick up that one, of course. Canadian Impact bouncing a shell off of the side of the IS-7, not able to pick him up. GG winning that game on caps. Primo were able to make that game close. Will they be pulling out the IS-4? No, they're not. Still sticking with the IS-7, double E5s of Vickers. Oh, geez, double IS-7, triple E5s of Vickers. Maybe another Vickers, but I don't think so. Maybe triple IS-7. Nope, double Vickers. Let's see. GG's going to be sticking to the same lineup. 2 Crons, 3 IS-4s of Vickers, and a mouse. Again, they did play that passive strategy on C just to hold the caps. Kind of keep control of the B area, although Primo did make a push down onto them, onto that mouse in the IS-4 that was isolated in that town. They're able to take A as well, but ultimately they lost too many tanks and weren't able to pick up kills in the town brawl. At least not as many as they needed to secure the win. But Primo's still not using the IS-4s, double IS-7s on their team, and triple E5s. Pretty mobile lineup there. And the E5s are quite tanky with the consumables up, so they still have a decent amount of bulk. The double Vickers gonna be the wild card for sure. If they work well together, they can definitely bully off Whitetails off of any cap that he has control of, and they're able to move around the battlefield and open up crossfires should they be played well again. Vickers didn't have as much of an impact for Primo last game. He pushed up pretty aggressively into GG's spawn, but he got caught out by Canadian Impact, I believe it was. Or maybe it was Assassin. Don't exactly remember, but whoever was in the far back on that C cap was able to get 2 shells into him. Made him very low as well, and then he just got tagged again. And basically it made him useless for the rest of the game. You see here, Primo's going to be taking double Vickers towards the seaside. Looks like they're going to be trying to get this Whitetails, get some damage in early. Even Steven going to be super aggressive, not going to be poking that though, doesn't want to get tagged by anything that GG has probably like in that back area. You saw Tanner took control of the corner just in case GG tried pushing some tanks up. Even Steven gets shot as he is on the cap. Bled a little bit of damage. Canadian Impact bleeds 400 for that, but ultimately the damage on the Vickers is going to be pretty important. GG Assassin on the B cap. Don't think Primo has resets on this, so it's actually going to be a little bit tough for Primo to come back from this cap deficit. Although they have an overmatch here, they're able to take advantage of it, and they're going to be pushing this for sure. Canadian Impact using the speed boost to get out of there as fast as he can. All of these tanks here just going to be holding as long as they can, it looks like. Mako leading the charge in that IS-7. Along with Tanner, but Tanner might get hit here. Gets hit once. GG actually holding them off for now. Sierra in the far back. I'm not sure if he's AFK or something. It looks like he is, but that's going to be tough for Primo. Even Steven gets caught out here for sure. Double IS-4 is going to be working on him. Not going to be letting him escape. And that's going to be bad news for Primo. Rob taking a lot of hits. Canadian Impact also getting shot quite a bit there. Tanner going to be moving around, trying to get some shots in and maybe go for the caps, but no, he runs into a building and he's going to be caught out here. Although, oh, Kakati with the kill shot on him. Tanner making a bad poke there. I don't think Primo is winning this anymore. They just weren't able to pick up the kills. Sierra is AFK, it seems. And Jenny Kim going to be looking for a kill on Rob, maybe. Nope. Grogu picks him up. Mako got knocked down as well, and it's just Chip here. But look at his modules. He doesn't have a loader. His engine is damaged. He's tracked. Just not good for him. Ghost Ranger now in the middle of 4 tanks here. Grogu blocking for Jenny Kim, but he's able to sneak a shell into the back of him. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Sierra is just AFK here. Looks like he disconnected. So unfortunately, Primo were gunned down on that push. They tried going for the isolated tanks, but GG were not going to fall for that, and they were able to back down quick enough. So GG make it past the first round, Primo getting knocked out early. Let's see what the rest of the bracket looks like today. Let's see how Apex is doing. Haven't finished against the Void yet. No, this is prove your skill number 8. Chart. Final stage. So GG are going to be playing against Moonman next. Cursed versus RBG is going on right now. The winner of that is going to be playing against Rock. Pincer were able to beat Purple, so Pincer defending their top 8 spot for the time being. Now they just need to outpace Void, I think. Let me see. Yeah, they have to outpace Void to stay in top 8. And Pincer's going to be playing against CPG next. CPG 6th team right now. Pincer's going to be 8th in terms of cups. Let's see here. Now Void were able to pick up 1 game against Apex yesterday. So maybe this time they pick up 2. But it's gonna be tough for them. Apex is 3rd place right now in terms of cups. And Void is basically what is 9th place, I believe. So it'd be an upset if Void are able to win there. That was yesterday still. CPG I believe got a bye. Yeah. And Primo got knocked out first round, unfortunately for them. But fortunately for us, we're gonna be able to watch more games. Based on this, the brackets, I'd assume GG makes it to the finals. MM would have to upset them. The winner of Rock versus whoever their next opponent is, because it's either gonna be Cursed or RBG, would have to upset them as well. But we're probably set to watch a whole stream at this point. So at least that's good. We'll play a game for now until the other games come up. And we'll get the VK72 game out of the way right now. Let's see what we have here. Castilla. I almost always get this spawn from Castilla for whatever reason. Not that I'm complaining. There's not a whole lot you can do on hill from this spawn, I'd say. Maybe it's the better spawn for it, though. Yeah, someone said, whoa, GG 2-0 Primo. Yeah, I think this is the first time Primo has been 2-0'd actually the whole tournament. I'd say maybe they're not playing as seriously because they have IS-7s. And I wouldn't say IS-7 is that competitive a tank, especially compared to IS-4s. But yeah, I think Sierra being AFK definitely hurt them quite a bit. This Sheridan. Oh, I didn't hit him. He should be kinda gone right now, but wasn't able to pick him up, unfortunately. Now, I'm wondering if I should go around the hill, or if I should go up the hill. Normally I don't go down here, but let's see. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that can happen, right? We might lose all our HP, but who knows, right? Let's try it out. It's for science. If it doesn't work, I would advise not doing this either. Well, let's see what we find when we round this corner. Sheridan went all the way down there. Oh, T-30. I ricocheted. At least he didn't hit. The 183 might be up the hill now. Ooh. Yeah, he is up the hill. It seems like he's right there. Now, who knows if that hit? Actually, we're gonna be taking this OP position now. This 140 is being... Let's see how many shells he pens. Oh, he's running away. That's sad. Come back. There we go. First shot of damage. Let's go. One or three just shot. See if we can pick up this 140. Their Sheridan is still alive too. Oh. He's gonna get a shot. Oh. Jeez, what is this rock? Well, 140 is just gonna be ridiculously annoying, so we're gonna ignore him for now. I don't want to turn my turret because the 183 is definitely up there and he's gonna get a shot. Okay. Whatever. This 140 needs to die. Jeez. Well, they can't pen me. He's just wasting my time. I'm gonna lose like all my HP to the 183. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, get out of here. Finally get a shell on him. Gonna wait to get unspotted and then we gotta move up. Should be unspotted now. Not really, but the cap situation is not good for us. I have a shot on him. There we go. So IS4 can't pick up the one-shot ST1. The 183 might actually snag the kill on the IS4. And if he does, they win the game. Nice. I wasted a lot of time on the 140. And the 140 wasted a lot of my time. So good play to him, but this would have been a win if he had done more damage, just saying. Now, the 183 could still win if he one-shots the Waffle. Which he might, because the Waffle is playing really aggressive. No, but the 183 just shot. And we win on caps now. Waffle did well. My shot ratio was really bad that game, it looked like. What do we have here? A garage slot and a mystic knock. I think the mystic knock is just like some, yeah, free XP or something, or just the thing you keep, like these things. We'll use this, because why not? We get a camo, that's quite nice. Results should be in now. 9 minutes until the next games as well. What do we have here? Apex 2-1 against Void. So Void aren't going to be taking top 8. Pincer playing against CPG next. Had a bye. RVG beats Cursed, so they're going to be playing against Rock. And Naps had a bye, they're going to be playing against Apex next. So Purple got knocked out. And Pincer, so basically Purple and Void are going to be the teams that are in, what is it? 8th and, or no, 9th and 10th basically. Both of them got knocked out now. The team that is in 8th is Pincer. So Pincer's going to be holding on to their top 8 spot, at least for now. At least after today, they're still going to be in top 8. Now Hated didn't play today actually, but they've got a decent buffer on them. They've got 1,001 or like 1,500 points up from Pincer. And about 1,000 points up from MM, so Pincer, let's see how many cups they're gonna be making. Pincer right now are in this stage, they're gonna be getting only 677 cups, so Pincer and MM would basically have to, or Pincer would have to make it to 2nd place basically for Hated to drop out completely of top 8. And MM would basically have to take 3rd, I would think. Yeah. Maybe 4th. But yeah, I was talking to someone that thought that Hated might drop out of top 8, but they've got like a little bit of a buffer, so they're not completely out of it yet. I'd say if the same thing happens next week, then 100% they're gonna be out of top 8, but yeah, needless to say, they're gonna have to pick it up next week if they want to stay in top 8. Alright, let's see. Got a bad chat. They have a bad chat. They have a Sheridan as well. Those two are both spotted. Bad chance over here. Four 202s right there. That's kind of scary, actually. We got something else going around that side as well. Don't want to sit in this bush much longer. But I don't see any openings yet. I'm actually kind of surprised I got spotted there, but I guess the Leo was decently close. But he's getting pushed on, it looks like. The team rotated that way, so... probably have to vacate this area. I'm not sure where their 268 is. I'd imagine he's up there somewhere. If not, he's in the back over there. Oh, well, what is that? Moistion in the far back? Okay. Well, that's weird. I wouldn't say that's the best place for a moistion. 268 is back up there too. What is this? Can't even pen him. P100's bleeding kind of a lot. Gro got bonked. We can pen him there. Like the engine deck. Batchat and 4202 should probably work on these guys. Relieve some pressure from the 54A1. Maybe we can pick up this bat. If we don't bounce or something, or miss. There we go. 4202 is a one shot now. Moistion's still chilling up there. Something's on C. It's either the waffle or the 268. I wonder where the 268. Oh, he's spotted. What am I saying? Oh! Oops. Kind of bait that we're going this way. Then we're gonna go up this way instead. So he's gonna be pre-aiming there. But instead we big brained him, but we weren't able to get a shot and we get hit by the moisture that finally moved up. Well, unlucky shot. Another poorly aimed shot from me. I missed out on a lot of damage on that 268, but you know what? We got the win, so I'm not gonna complain. Which one is it? This one. Alright. We've got here Desert Sands. What is going on? Getting a lot of notifications from somewhere else. Anyways. Quarterfinals for Prove Your Skill number 7. We're watching GG as they play against MM Moon Monkeys on Desert Sands. Probably going to be seeing some more IS-4s this game. Primo, we're intent on not using them. But maybe the lineup did hurt them in the end. But they did alright, all things considered. But the meta is the meta for a reason. It just makes things more difficult if you don't play with the meta. If you're able to break the meta in a meaningful way though, obviously it can do you wonders, since most people are going to be following that. So anyways, what do we have here? MM are going to be taking double E5s, 3 IS4s, a T22, and the Kran one. Now GG haven't come into the room just yet. I'd imagine that they're doing some sort of training or something to get some strats under their feet for this Desert Sands game. so that they're going into this game prepared. They don't want to drop any games. Well, let's see. Some people were noting in the chat that I was kind of mad at the 140. Yeah, I kind of was, but honestly, if he's getting me angry, that means he probably did a good job. So, hats off to the 140. I'll begrudgingly say you did well. But you did outplay me for a bit. Not gonna lie, so. Let's see. GG are in the room now. We've got an E5, 2 50Bs, 3 IS4s, and a Vickers Light. GG gonna be taking the double 50Bs again. Now, we've seen them play on Desert Sands against another team. Probably gonna be doing something similar. Now, if I remember correctly, the 50Bs were kind of like a bait kept in their spawn, but I think that was from the other side, so... This side probably going to be a little bit different. They can afford to play kind of aggressive on the A side, on the dunes. There's some talk of throwing in the chat. Hopefully nobody throws. Throwing should not be condoned. It looks like it was a joke. It's like throwing for $2,500. Don't think anybody's gonna be taking that offer. Well, anyways, Whitetails is spotting in the Vickers Light. Spots a bunch of MM tanks crossing. You've got the 50Bs clipping out, but no damage is going in. What is going on here? Canadian Impact and Rye Guy should have been putting some good damage into all of these MM tanks that were spotted crossing, but none of that actually went in, unfortunately, for them. That's kind of what the whole opening of the strat is based around. Missing out on that damage, definitely going to be hurting them later on. Canadian Impact crossing spotted. IS4, it looked like, misses him, but they're going for the isolation on... What do we have here? WDR, but he's not taking a lot of damage. These IS4s are struggling, kind of. And Canadian Impact as well. I just don't know what's going on here. GG are not doing a good job of pending their shots and hitting their shots. MM going to be rotating so hard for this, though. Oh, what just happened there? Grogu got set on fire or something. Got, like, full combo. WDR finally goes down, but the first tank down is going to go to... MM. They had the gun advantage for a split second, but able to recover it. GG picking up a kill really quick. Canadian Impact in the 50B is getting focused out, though. The DPM of GG gonna get knocked out pretty soon, and it looks like MM might actually have this game if they're able to knock out these 50Bs. Quick electrolytic with the kill shot on the 50B there. Rye Guy is getting out, though. Echi Shio is gonna be helping out Assassin and Kakati here in this 3 versus 4. And now you see GG are going to be prioritizing the T-22, but they're bouncing shells off of him. Again, GG are having trouble with their focus fire and penning shots. Electrolytic, though, is getting bullied by the E5, so ultimately the DPM is getting cut down. That's what you want to do, honestly, for these DPM targets. Whitetail with the kill there might pick up RGK as well. Going to be floating around the battlefield with his mobility, trying to get shots into important targets. Echi Shio down to 13 HP. Gonna get picked up by an HE shell, but look at this. It's a 2 versus 2 now, and Assassin is going to be focusing on Tunny. Although Taylor Swift and Tunny are both going to be trying to ignore the E5 as much as they can and go for Whitetails. Again, the mobility need to cut him down. Bubba Vernon and Rye Guy in a 1 versus 1 over there. Bubba has the chance to pick up Rye Guy, but he can't make a mistake here. It's so tense. Bubba... Oh, Rye Guy misses the shell, and Bubba is able to pick up the kill. Assassin now going for the kill on Tunny, and Taylor Swift, #1 fan, finds himself in a 1 versus 2. Bubba is in the back trying to help him out, but he's gonna be a target now. Whitetails making sure that he pays attention to where he is. Gets a good shell in, but he's taken quite a bit of damage there, down to 615 HP. Taylor Swift #1 fan baits a good shell out from Assassin there, but he's not going to be pushing the advantage. Actually, he is going to be doing it safely there. Assassin takes a shell. Can't really trade now. Bubba is in the back. They know he's in the back, and now Whitetails is going to be using his mobility to try to get him, but he gets spotted as he pushes forwards. Bubba Vernon now going to be pulling back a little bit, but Whitetails opening up a good crossfire there. Pretty much has this game in a checkmate. Whitetails, although he did take some unnecessary hits, he's going to be playing this endgame quite well. Bubba now pushing in. Assassin botches the kill shot. Definitely needed to make that pen, but Whitetails coming in with the support either way. Whitetails trying to get that kill shot. Not going to get it, though. Bubba down to 106 HP. It's a 2 versus 1, though. Whitetails is a one-shot. Assassin is a high roll. If he is able to pick up Assassin, he might be able to pick up this win, but it's going to be tough for him. Ooh, he might catch them here. Oh, but ooh, look at this. There's this little gap. Gets him spotted, and now they're just going to be going for him. They know they have somewhat of an advantage here, and Assassin here, if you see here, he's not just poking the corner. He's going to be using the IS-4 for cover. Bubba, Whitetails is just opening up that angle there, and 2 versus 1 in that position. Bubba just really doesn't have much of a choice than to go down. He got a fortunate bounce from Assassin there at the beginning. He just got tracked, but he just wasn't able to push the advantage he got there. But yeah, close game in the end. GG didn't look very strong in the beginning, especially with the 50Bs not being able to put clips in, and then with the rotation there, they bled a lot for it, and again didn't really get a whole lot of damage out. But they were able to recover and pick up the win either way. Seems like they bled a lot of damage as they pushed back over. Didn't really see what happened on the other side of the rails, but most of the action was happening in the town, it seemed like. And as you see there, Whitetails did do quite a bit of damage in the Vickers. I assume he was doing good things on the other side there, but look at, again, these 50Bs didn't really play their part very effectively as they should have, unfortunately for them. But GG now going to be adjusting their strategy. We've got double T22s now. It's going to be really hard for Tunney to play against that, especially with the Vickers for support. So I think Town is going to be the best bet for but if they're able to Wolfpack well enough, maybe they're able to fend off those T22s should they focus fire and shut them down quick enough. Going to be taking double E5s, triple IS4s, a Kran, and a Vickers Light this time. I believe it's a pretty similar lineup. But GG definitely switched things up for this side. Alright, let's see as we're loading into game 2. If is able to pick up where they left off, see if they can pick up a win, or if GG will 2-0 them as well. Alrighty, let's see here. Popeye's #6 platter in the chat. Tunney is going to be going for a spotting run in the Vickers, but definitely going to be doing a passive. Heads up play from them. And again, they're spotted crossing. Let's see if the damage comes in, though. We've got some tanks set up on that side. GG has 2 E5s. One shot into WDR. Another shot not going to be going in, though. Only one shot of damage as they cross. So actually gets through there pretty safely. You've got the IS-4s pushing under bridge again. You had this happen last game, but as you see here, they're trying to open up some angles for these GG tanks. But look at this. They're actually going to be pulling out and rotating towards town instead of holding back in that area. We've got Echi Shio as well as a Vickers on that side over there. Assassin actually they've got double E5 set up there. Now I think I've seen something like this before, but GG's actually, oh look at this, It looks like they're going to be trying to set up a crossfire. Tani is going to spot this, but he's not going to be able to do a whole lot. And look at this, GG looking for the crossfire. You've got a Vickers and double T22s. Tani is going to feel the brunt force of that. Triple tapped at the beginning there. Whitetail's ramming him. Tani able to bounce a shot, but he's gonna go down to ram damage. On the other side there, you see Echishio and Assassin are getting pushed on by these tanks, but aren't going to be able to pick up the kills fast enough. And you see RGK just going to be running away from that there. You've got on the other side an E5 Bubba Vernon just going to be trying to waste those DPM tanks' time. GG bleeding some HP in these E5s, but look at that, they've got 2-gun advantage. RGK is just about out of the game as well. Grogu with the kill shot, and this is going to be a win for GG most likely. Picks up a kill though. They might be able to pick up Assassin as well, but they just don't have the DPM anymore. Assassin takes 2 shells, takes another. He does go down, but WDR is about to get traded for that kill there. And Grogu pushes in, loses quite a bit of HP, but at this point it's a 1 game for GG. They've got 2 T22 mediums just tearing these heavy tanks apart. They caused mayhem on the flank for And just not able to push far enough, just based on lineup again. Can't really respond fast enough. They don't have the DPM to do so. RGK assault. There's a lot of chatting going on, and we just had a Vickers Ram and E5 for the kill. RGK says there's no biscuit in my number 6. So GG picking up game 2 again. The quick rotation from GG, able to out-rotate weren't able to push fast enough anywhere. They were a little bit indecisive, but those E5s from GG were able to waste enough time for the light tanks to make a quick rotation and basically wreak havoc on the Vickers as well as the E5. And then they just came in and it was game over. So we have a result for that game. Apex versus Naps is still going on. It looks like Pincer. Let's see when this loads up here. Actually beat CPG 2-0. So Pincer's going to be playing in the semifinals against the winner of Apex versus Naps. GG is going to be playing against RVG. Who did RVG beat? RVG was able to beat Rock. And they're going to be playing against GG next in the semifinals. RVG, I'm not exactly sure where they are on the leaderboard. Let's see. I'd hope that they're in top 16. I don't see them. RVG is actually 19th right now on the leaderboards. They were able to beat 15th, which was Iraq. And they're gonna be playing against the number 2 team, GG, next. So let's see how much of a fight they're able to put up. And hopefully they can bring some strong showing to the table. But anyways, we have some time until the next games. It should be about like 15-20 minutes, so we'll be getting into some more pubs for the time being. I'll play 268. Matchmaking taking a little bit to cook up some game, but not a huge deal. We're just looking at the stream chat right now. Alright, let's see what we got here. Dead Rail. They've got a 50B, a 183 at Fosh. Leo, E6, IS8, and a Waffle. They only have one medium, so Seaside shouldn't be a huge deal. Should be able to just camp bush in the back for now. Not spotted because this tank's camo is bonkers, so we're able to make it here without getting spotted at all. E6 is poking the mid. I think we can get some shells into him. Let's look at the Fosh now, actually. Our 62A is going bananas. Let's see if we can get an HE into the 50B. Ooh, he's hurting a little bit. I think it's kind of funny how that was like a third, well, almost half of his HP. Back in the day, that 50B would be a half health. Our grill, for some reason, pushed up aggressive on A. He's getting shots into that E6, but it doesn't look like he's going to be surviving very long. Let's look for some other shots. Blind fire came in towards me. Maybe the 50B is shooting at me. Because there was like 2 shots that bounced, it looked like, or hit the dirt. 183 just fired. If he backs up, we might be able to get a shot into him, but doesn't look like he's going to be doing that. Alright. 50B is spotted there. There's like a little thing in the way, but... Oh, ricochet off his turret. 50B's turret's kind of weird, not gonna lie. the part around the gun does get some bounces. Looks like he's gonna be blind firing again. A ricochet, but pen him. There's a shot trapping there. Ooh, IS8. I'm gonna be using the bush so we don't get spotted. E6 picks up the grill. Grill had a death wish, honestly. Pushed up super aggressive when he had no business doing so. Set him on fire. IS8 is still alive somehow. I guess our Fosh was moving, so he didn't have the kill shot. 50B's blind firing again. Just see the shells. Looks like I hit the Leo. We're gonna have to move though, because he's gonna spot us. E6 is in a really good position though. He's just got our team just hold up there. Maybe we can get this 183 and alleviate a little bit of the cap pressure. Ooh, Waffle as well. Should have the Leo coming up behind soon. But we need to pick this kill up. The Leo, I don't think I penned him actually. E6 it's a shot into me. Terrible HE roll, 785. E6 misses though. So luckily we're still pretty healthy. Leo gets picked up. Fosh and the 50B are here. Ricochet off of this turret again. Honestly, I aimed at the red. Not a well-aimed shot from me. Did I hit a blind hit or blind shot? Nope. If I did, then my game might have been a little bit different. Well, let's see. 13 minutes until the next games. Of course, we saw Pincer were able to beat CPG. They're going to be playing against Apex in the semifinals. And GG are going to be playing against RVG, as we saw. Apex dropping a game to Naps. A lot of 2-1s here. But overall, Apex definitely going to be a strong team. I'd imagine they're going to be top 4. Yeah, 13 minutes till the next game, so we got some more time. See if we can win a game in the 268. Let's see. I hear that my microphone is doing some crackling noises. I'm gonna have to figure that out. And I feel like that's exclusively an issue with the streaming, because I don't think that happens normally. But again, we're just gonna have to see that. Let me know in the comments if you guys do hear it. I know you guys have said it before, but I thought I did something to adjust it. Doesn't seem like it helped though. E50 spotted me, but it's okay. The important part was getting that shot into the Vickers as he crossed, making that fight easier for our teammates. That was just a really lazy shot from me, jeez. I didn't even move it. Like, I was like, whoa, I'm probably gonna hit his mantlet. I'm aiming right at it. But, yeah, my hand said no. I didn't want to move. There we go. 121 doesn't want to keep his HP, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Not a good poke, 121. Not gonna lie. Vickers cam will gonna be crazy. He didn't get spotted until he fired there. But it's okay, because we're holding. E50 might be able to sneak a shot into his turret. Vickers gets picked up, and it looks like their Vickers actually has control of the corner now. M60 took a whole lot of damage as he crossed up there, but maybe he picks up the kill on the Vickers. That'd be quite nice. 263's pushing up now. 57's getting pushed by him. Now we have to decide if we want to go for the C100, but it doesn't look like it. Sheridan's going to be keeping him busy. Or yeah, the decision was either to help these guys or go back for the E100, but E50M not going to be readily available as this E3 or E5 or E100. Jeez, ooh. That was just that was a YOLO shot. I didn't really have a good chance of hitting that, but Sheridan's outplaying the E100, so we can do something on this side. Get an HE shell into the back of the E5. The Ag is up there. Oh, E100 put a big shell in the Sheridan. Their Yag didn't make himself seen very much, it seems. He might have put a shot in. I think he must have shot the M60 earlier in the game. 57's about to get a clip into him. Now it's just the E100 versus Sheridan on the other side. 4005 picks up the kill. 453 on him there. So we do pick up a win in the 268. 268, still a pretty good tank. Sheridan did well. So the Yag did look like he put a shell into the M60. Chaser. Another, oh, we get some gold boosters. That's like 100 gold actually if you win all the games with the boosters on. It's not all that much, but it is something. Oh right, you have to win all the games at tier 10 to get 20. 8 minutes remaining until the next games. So we have time for like one more. Hi. Play IS7. Let's see if Primo's got the way here. IS7, again, I don't think it's really anything too great of a tank. It's decent if you can make it, if you can go to a position where it's hold down and you can hide the lower plate, it's pretty good. But even then you might struggle doing damage. Again, the pen is just not really good. And the gun is kind of derpy. You see here, the bloom is kind of big. It's almost as big as the house already. But maybe we can get away with an aggressive play. Let's see what we find here. Might as well. We're playing the IS-7. Get tracked here. Should have repaired, but didn't want to use it. Take a hit from the 268 because of it. But look at that. We're getting some assistance damage on this IS-7 here. And he's not going to be able to do much about it. So he can't poke without getting spotted anymore. Same with the 268. They're probably going to start HEing my turret now. That's about all they can do though. Can come down here. Now we see the 50-41s right there. We know that we have shots from this position here, so we're going to take them. Standard B in the middle for some reason. We're going to be playing against the E50M. That's a tough matchup for him. Might snag some damage on him. Take the C cap as well. Just a little bit more pressure on the enemy team. 268, kind of in a weird position, gets tagged by our E75 gets picked up. IS-7 standard pen is pretty good though. I think it's one of the best for heavy tanks. IS-7 also should be pretty good at ramming. It's fast and it's got a strong... Oh, they have an AFK tortoise, oh no. That's unlucky for them. And look at the standard pen. You just go like through the hole. Oh, never mind, I missed. And tortoise woke up, he's like, oh no, what's going on? There you go. Maybe it's not the IS-7 standard pen being all that great, but the tortoise armor being pretty bad. Wargaming buff the tortoise is so bad. Like, it's free damage, honestly. Go ahead and see Wild Ones in the chat there. We'll give them the moderator for now. Hello, Wild Ones. See that your stream ended prematurely, unfortunately. Grill only ended up doing 8 damage, which is the damage he did when I rammed him. Oh. Yeah, Sag. Oh, right. The next game should be happening in 4 minutes, so there we go. The invite's out. Let us see what will happen here. Naval Frontier. GG versus RVG. Naval Frontier, as we see here. Kakati is readied up in a 183. I don't know if they're gonna take that, but let's see. I don't know. They might do it. If he doesn't hash something, like full hash pen something, I'm gonna be angry. So, Kakati, you better put that shell in. RVG is gonna be readying up some tanks as well. We've got 2 IS-4s so far, 2 E5s, a Kran readied up as well. Maybe another E5. And GG is gonna be readying up some more tanks now. 2 E5s, an IS-4, T-22, a 183. Pretty interesting pick, but obviously, if you're able to get the Hesh shells in, it's got some of the best DPM in the game, but obviously it's not going to survive very long. It gets spotted out pretty easily, and it's pretty easy to punish. Just not a whole lot of armor anywhere, basically. And the camo's not very good. Let's see, RVG looks like they have their full lineup readied up. Now, 3 E5s, 2 IS4s, and 2 Krans. GG Don't have a 7th just yet. And it doesn't look like they've had a 7th join the room either. Be weird to see them go in a man short, but Assassin spectating. They've got 4 players now. They've got 2 specs. So they have 6 players available. Echi Sho gonna be going offline. For some reason they're maybe disconnected. Maybe that's why he's spectating, or he was spectating. Alrighty, so we've got a full team now. Let's go. I am Grogu joins the room. We've got 2 T22s now. Echi Sho still offline, but he is readied up in a Kran. Got an IS-4, an E5, a Foch, and a 183. Foch used to be meta for a very brief time. Basically when, I believe it was Twister 2019 it was. When it was, can't remember exactly now. Maybe it was 2018. Pretty sure it was 2019 though. But it was Foch and 215B meta. We had T22s as well. But that meta was really fast paced. Even for NA, the games went by very quickly. So it was kind of weird. A lot of players thought it was refreshing, but after a while, I think a lot of people just got tired of it. Because it was a little bit stressful to play, I'd imagine. And it just wasn't a whole lot of strategy. So for the people who enjoyed competitive play, for like the strategy and the rotations, they didn't enjoy it quite as much. So ended up being a pretty short meta though. Wargaming nerfed the Foch and buffed the HPs of heavy tanks. So that kind of blitz meta got shut down pretty quickly actually. There's only 1 season with it, if I remember correctly. But anyways, let's see here. GG ended up not taking the 183, unfortunately. Same with the Foch. Cut from the lineup. We've got instead 2 E5s, 2 IS-4s, 2 T22s, and a single Kran. RVG is going to be sticking to their same lineup. 3 E5s, 2 IS-4s, and double Krans. Alright, let's see what happens here. Naval Frontier, RVG versus GG. Let's see if RVG can come up with some strong plays here. Assassin asking if they like Popeye's biscuits or K-pop. Now, I do like Popeye's biscuits, but I can't really say a whole lot about K-pop. Chicken sandwich, that is a good choice, my guy. Bro. Alright, RVG's gonna be taking some E5s over towards the A cap. Blind fire going in towards the B as well. Assassin and Whitetails are gonna find themselves in a 2 versus 2, actually 3 versus 2. But look at this, RVG is pushing straight through the mid there. The Krans get some damage into them, but GG gonna have to make a quick rotation for this. It looks like these IS-4s are gonna get crossfired out. Ryguy pushing straight in. Canadian Impact as well. You've got the E5s of Assassin and Whitetails coming around for some damage. These IS-4s find themselves in a really tough position, but oh wow, what just happened there? Canadian Impact got like triple tapped there. 1200 HP loss in an instant. RVG putting some damage in, and the HPs are actually pretty even. Gun advantage as well. RVG is doing a pretty good job of focus fire. Look at this. Our Ryguy is down to 2 shells. He's gonna get focused fire out. Oh, actually low rolls, but the E5 still pick him up. 2 guns down for each team. RVG have another gun down. General Meow goes down. 4 guns left, but they're all shooting at whitetails, and they're all basically down here. RVG don't really have the map position at this point, and I would say that GG win this game, but they were able to pick up some good kills. Their focus fire is not bad. Look at this. E5 focused fire out of the game. They have to choose another target. Looks like it's going to be Assassin and Echi Shio. So now RVG really can't do a whole lot. Cole can't do damage. Got permatracked, it looked like, in the E5 again. E5 so susceptible to getting tracked out in the open. RVG now only 2 guns against 4. GG just going to be picking up this game on... Ooh, Kakati takes a lot of hits there. 2 shells of damage actually. But it looks like GG is kind of fighting each other for damage at this point. They're not going to be picking up Forever Amazing. Oh, bounce shell there on Kakati. Kakati now going for the kill shot. And RVG, 1 tank left. Kakati goes down. 3 versus 1. Not able to pick the Kolobanovs off. Echi Show looked like he was just blocking a lot of players for some reason. GG winning that game with about 3 full health tanks left. But they did put up a decent fight, all things considered. GG going to be taking a Leopard, maybe. We'll see if they actually play that. Maybe they're going to be taking the 183 this time as well. RVG is going to be taking triple Crons, 2 E5s, a Vickers, and a 50B, and maybe double 50Bs. Let's see. No, double Vickers. Are we going to get another 50B from Arata? No, double E5s? Let's see. Kakati switched off to a 4005. So we do end up having 2 E5s, 2 Vickers, 2 Crons, and a single 50B for RVG. Kakati now readied up in a 4005. Echi Shio gonna be taking the Leopard still. We've got 2 IS4s readied up as well, 2 E5s, and a T22. Rounding out the lineup for GG. Let's see. RVG's taking a little bit more firepower this time. They still have double Crons, but they have a 50B for some more fire support. They've got double Vickers as well. Let's see if they can put those to good use. Double Vickers versus a Leopard and a T22. I think the advantage goes to the Leopard and the T22 based on HP and DPM alone. But if the Vickers can somehow hesh that Leopard out, and then work on the T22 together without bleeding too much, maybe they're able to pull off the win there. At least in that, like, 2 versus 2 scenario, but it usually doesn't play out that way. So in terms of the greater scope of the team, let's see how they perform. Echi Shot says, I go A. Leopard on A might not be the best play, but might have been a joke there. Right guy saying, see, GG Assassin. Oh no, Grogu says, I reverse side scrape on the move. Alright, GG is going to be taking their E5s over towards the A cap. Blue XDA in the Vickers light is going to be spotting that. You've got Whitetail spotted already. Assassin spotted as well. Whitetail is going to be putting a blind fire into the dirt there. Assassin putting a blind fire. I don't know where that one went. Canadian Impact going to be sneaking onto the B cap actually. Blue XDA would be making a mistake if he pokes out to spot that, because I'm pretty sure he gets spotted. Oh, he might do the mistake though. Oh, he takes a shot of damage, a tracking shot. I'm Grogu and Echi Shio both spotted. Going towards A. Blue XDA puts first shot of damage into the GG tank there. Echi Shio taking a shot in the Leo. Assassin pushed up pretty aggressive. General Meow was able to put a shell in. Arata was able to put a shell in as well. You've got some RVG tanks moving around on this side, but the 50B gonna be sneaky there, trying to get some shells into whatever was on B cap, but he's not gonna find anything there because GG is making a rotation over this way. Canadian Impact now spotted all the way up there. Blue XDA also spotted in the Vickers, but Echi Sho gets spotted on the A-cap in the Leopard, taking another shot of damage. So the DPM for GG is actually getting focused out. Ooh, Forever Amazing's gonna feel the clip of the 50 or the 4005. Gonna be really impactful there. Ooh, and he goes down to 786 HP. Not getting killed just yet, but he's a 2-shot basically without reactive. 50B now gonna be pushing up on this flank, but Kakati just gonna be safe for the moment. You've got the Vickers as well. Gonna be spotting the 50B. The 50B spotted by Whitetails. Gonna get pushed on by Raigai. Echisho puts a shot in as well. RVG's making a play towards the A-cap. They are able to pick up Assassin, so gun advantage going towards them for now. But it looks like they're gonna lose the 50B in this push here. Forever Amazing might be able to put a kill shot into Grogu, and look at that, 2 guns up. RVG looks like they might have a chance here. Oh, but look at that, they just lost their gun advantage, and they're gonna give up another one most likely on this Vickers. Although the 4005 is clipping for now, he might pick up the Leo before he goes down, and he's able to do it. Look at that, they traded kills, but RVG just don't have the HP at this point. Whitetails was able to get away. 3 guns on 4. They were able, or GG just picked up some other kills on the offside, it looked like. Raigai takes a shell from the Kran there. Gonna get some cover from Canadian Impact, but he's using the Leopard to hide from the Kran's gun. Kakati with the 4005 gonna come around the corner with the clip, and this Kran is going to evaporate very quickly here. 2 shots now, 1 more in the chamber for Kakati. But the Kran is still not dead. He's left on 12 HP. Goes down now. 1 versus 1 over here. Whitetails versus Arata. You've got General Meow as well. Trying to put some shots into Raigai, but not able to pen. He's going to go down, it looks like. Whitetails versus Arata. Not going to be a 1 versus 1. Kakati putting a shell in. Canadian Impact. Wasn't able to get the kill shot in. Low rolled just a little bit. But RVG actually held up well. Good showing by them, honestly. They were doing pretty well in focus fire, actually. They did bleed a lot of HP, sadly. But, not bad, honestly. Props to RVG. Pog you. We'll tune with Genius because they're supposed to be... Oh no. We're supposed to be playing double VK72s. For the memes, I believe. Now Apex versus Pincer hasn't ended yet, so we can play some games until the results come in. I thought we were supposed to be playing double VKs. Alright, I guess we'll play 62As. Let's see. I'm probably not going to be doing that well, because I'm kind of rusty at this point. Oh, let's see. Oh, I didn't see what happened there. Oh, let's see. They've got 2 IS-7s platooned, 50B, 50M, Progetto, and a 62A. We have a Sheridan instead of another medium. Shouldn't be too bad. Next game will be the finals, though. Let's see, we're going to be playing the medium side, it looks like. I'm just going to follow Genius here. We're able to double tap the Predator on the crossing. I was much slower on the shot. But I didn't realize he got tracked there, so... E50M's going to be alone in the corner here. Our team has chosen to go C, but we can hold this No problem. Sneak a shell into the side of the 50M. Genius is gonna be rotating off. His rack again, unfortunate for him. We need to track him if we can, make him easier to deal with, and is basically game over for the C50M. Trying to hide from his gun, but I think, yeah, he wasn't able to get a shell in. He just went down. Double 62A is kind of toxic with the DPM, not gonna lie. Shouldn't be spotted. Now we might be. Spotted because he shot. Progetto over here. Don't want to waste a lot of time. I also don't want to lose a lot of HP pushing this. Bleed a shell. We've got Genius pushing around. Oh, but he takes a shell. I'll pick up the 268 now. Or I bounce on him. That's cool too. This 268 is just gaming. It's the top of my head. No, it's just the 50B and the I-7 though. The team was able to hold up in town pretty well, so overall, pretty good game. The E50M didn't do a whole lot. Sadly, E50M got permatracked. And he lost his rack twice. I'd be kind of mad, honestly. Oh, hello, E100. Alright, let's see if the other results are in yet. Yeah, so Apex, 2-0 Pincer. They're gonna be playing against GG in the finals, so that is the game, last games that we're gonna be watching today. GG versus Apex in the finals. Alright, we've got the double VK platoon now. Let us see. Let's see how OP double VK is. Progetto's crossing. T-22's crossing as well. We've only got a T-22 crossing, so he's going to be in a little bit of a pinch there, but he might be able to hold off well if he holds on to his HP. Waffle pens. Progetto's shooting from across. Blood a bit crossing over, but it's not a huge deal yet. Might be soon though, because they got the better spawn. They're able to push aggressive. Oh, his whole upper plate is just gray. Oh, running into each other a little bit. Not sure where that shell went. OP armor. slow from me. It's not a good shell. T-22 is getting pressured out by theirs, so this game is going to be kind of tough. Oh, what a shell there. Sorry. I'm bleeding a lot here, but it should be a win now. I haven't done anything for damage. Genius just put a HE shell in, spending that T-22 while he's hold down. Unfortunate. VK's gun obviously just not gonna be all that accurate. But he just snaps that one in. Well, you were kind of out in the open, my guy. Oh no, he just had his turret showing. That was a little bit unlucky. No, Genius carried me. Join new week. Okay, let's see. Yes, thank you for the 2, Genius. Oh, he asked if I want to take control. Nah, that's good. Let's see. Match for 3rd place is in progress. Apex versus GG, the finals will be happening a little over 10 minutes, so actually gonna be more like 12. So we have time to play some more pubs again. Got a Yag. Let's see how the Yag does. It's kind of a meme tank, honestly. A lot of people don't like it very much, but I think it's pretty good in this meta. Okay, it's not gonna be good on Hellas, let's be real. Maybe it will, but it's gonna be tough. Or maybe not. We can just play heavy side. But Yag actually has pretty good DPM. 15-second reload with 800 alpha. That's 4 shells in a minute. That's basically like 3,600. My math is right. No. I can't do math right now. I'm just not even gonna try. I'll accept that I'm dumb. But, let's see. It's definitely above 3,000. What is this? 268. Now, the thing with the Yag is, we've got some cheeks that are kind of easy to pen. 268s. Oh, and it's actually pretty accurate. And obviously the pen is very good, but we hit a red part there. I'm gonna angle as much as we can. 268 doesn't have a shell, or a shot. Might be able to out-reload him. Not really, but we traded at least, so. And obviously that trade's gonna be going in our favor. We need to bounce another shell though. Oh, he doesn't even hit. That's gonna work. 57 is creeping up on our side. I think he realized now that he could shoot me. It's actually just gonna be rotating. I've never seen anyone take this 268's position. But it seems like it might be kind of effective. 268 is getting side hugged by the mouse, but I think the 57 is gonna pick up the mouse. Oh, max roll is 1,000. Mouse can't get a shell on the 268. 57, yeah, it does end up picking him up. I think the E100 gets the 268. Just gonna snap a shell. Ooh, low roll. Sheridan said I suck. That's mean. We have this game on caps. And the Leo gave us another kill and some more damage. Pretty nice. No, yeah, I guess Yag is pretty good. Unfortunately, the enemy was not very good at penning their shots. Or maybe we're just OP at angling. But I don't think I'm that good, so... let's see. Should still have more time. Yeah, well, I'll just check, just in case. Yeah, we've got about like 8 minutes, maybe some more. Let's see. Play Vickers, no. 4202 for the memes. I don't use the heat gun because I feel like there's no point really playing the 4202 if you're not going to use the Hesh. But in this meta, I don't know. Like, not having a heat shell kind of Monka-esque, not gonna lie. It's kind of hard to play without a good pen shell. Especially when there's so many heavy tanks running around. But the standard pen is pretty good. Get you through most situations. And the DPM is quite nice if you are able to pen the Hesh shells. What is that 704 doing? I'm honestly not sure why I backed off so far. I might even still be spotted. Doesn't look like it. And look at that. 450 times 2. As a medium, that kind of damage is just absolutely bonkers. Track him. Didn't damage him, but should be fine. Get a track shot on him. Moistion's now gonna spot us. Motion looks like he's turning. 121 is pushing pretty aggressively. He just fired. Maybe we can punish him. That was a poor shot for me. Oh, bad chat. That's not good. Wait, he's not pushing super aggro. Yet. One to one's armor is actually pretty good. I think they buffed it. 121's now gonna be more wary of me. But that's okay. That's not okay. We're in a pretty bad spot now, honestly. Oh, what is going on? Motion went down. One to one made a good move by pushing to that rock. Unfortunately though, he didn't finish shot. We can auto aim him. And there should be pretty much cleanup at this point. Oh. That was a terrible shot, jeez. What did I do? Maybe putting more head shells in. I think the Kron is on single shot now. What a high roll for APCR. 401, I think it was. One and three is probably gonna finish him off. Yeah, he just ran. Fox Panzer asks, what's my favorite tier 10 tank? Honestly, not really sure. I'd say, probably 50B. 50B is one of my favorite tier 10 tanks. Especially now with the HP buff, I just feel like it kind of replaces mediums in their role. At least in pub games. In comp, obviously, a good medium or a good light is not going to be replaceable, but in pub games, you can definitely do a whole lot of good with the 50B. And it's really flexible, even if it doesn't have a lot of armor. It has armor in the right places. You can bait some weird shots with a front hull, and the turret does get some weird bounces. Not saying the armor is good by any means, but it has just enough to do the job. And even if you do get pinned, it's got a lot of HP now, so... alright. GG versus Apex in the finals for Prove Your Skill number 7, day 2. Third to last day of tournament games for the winter season qualifying, pretty much the qualifying stage. What do we have here? Black Goldville is gonna be the map, and it's, hasn't really been in the rotation all that much. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting map, but I feel like, it's kind of weird in terms of just like, if you get caught in a bad position, sometimes it can be extremely difficult to rotate out of it. And in my opinion, that's just not really great for a tournament map. But that also means if you're good at making some opening, like good opening strategy and quick rotations, you're gonna have a pretty good time on that map. So definitely favors strategic gameplay and well thought out rotations. Now, Apex gonna be taking a lineup already. We've got 3 E5s, double T22s, an IS-4, and a Kranvan. GG haven't settled on a lineup just yet. We've got 2 E5s readied up so far, an IS-4, a Vickers Light, and it looks like actually... wait, double IS-7s. Are we actually gonna see double IS-7s played by GG? Looks like we might. Alright, double IS-7s, triple E5s, a Vickers Light, and an IS-4. Yeah, so I'm not sure what GG's planning with this. They might play aggressive into the C corner and try to dominate that cap, although they might just also... Alright, we've got a T22 now instead of double IS-7s. We've got one IS-7 still. Yeah, maybe they're just gonna dump that IS-7 into the B cap super early. Or they're gonna be playing super aggressive into the A corner, basically what's caves, if you know the term from pub games. Yeah, that IS-7 For some reason, people are playing IS-7 again. I'm not sure why. But let us see what goes down here. I'd imagine that each team has some, or at least GG has an interesting play lined up for early game. Alrighty, let's see what we get here. GG versus Apex in the finals for Prove Your Skill number 7. GG might be doing something interesting with the I-7, although it looks like they're just going to take it to that C corner. Whitetails in that Vickers light going to be spotting from this bush, spotting the crossing. He spots the Sky Warrior. Actually not going to be sitting straight in the bush. I think you could just spot there. Tommy on the VCAP already. Nothing is set up to reset that. And Assassin actually just going to be chilling in that back here. Not exactly sure why they're taking an IS-7 then. Maybe they did plan to do something with it, but just bailed out on the strategy upon seeing Apex lineup. Could be something like that, but let's see here. Apex going to be going up 2 caps. Tommy gets the B cap uncontested. And now Apex taking the C cap at their leisure. Gonna put a lot of pressure on GG to make a move. Tommy is afraid of poking out. Just gonna be spotting this lane here. GG have their tanks split up. They've got 2 in there basically spawn still. Apex have some tanks lined up as well. Got 2 E5s in the back there. DJR gets spotted. Tommy is spotted as well. I think it's Etchy that spotted DJR, but I'm not sure who spotted Tommy. It was most definitely Whitetails in the Vickers light. Actually, no, there's a rock there. Not exactly sure. But anyways, Apex has, or Canadian makes a really aggressive peek there. It looks like he was trying to use the bush, but he gets spotted anyways somehow. Might have been DGR that spotted him. But anyways, Apex is really consolidated in their spawn. GG could just rotate over towards C, and it looks like they're going to be doing something like that. But at the same time, Apex is going to be rotating over towards A. This is something that just happens so much on this map. Teams just cap one side and rotate to the other side. There's not a whole lot more you could do, honestly, on this map. You can dump into B, but a lot of the time that's reinforced quite heavily. Edgy Show and Canadian Impact going to be caught out here. I don't think Canadian has a speed boost. Maybe he's just going to aim to waste as much time on this cap as he can. Assassin now in that I-7 on C. Oh, Etchy Show gets set on fire. E5, again, so susceptible to module damage. Canadian Impact is still alive though. Apex retaking A. Amorax looking to... Oh no, Kami bounces a shell off of the side. Amorax also bounces a shell. Canadian is still alive somehow, but he gets picked up finally. Apex just bleeding out. GG, and GG haven't really picked up a lot of damage on the other side. Sky Warrior finally taking a lot of hits, but I don't know. Apex is now coming in with the rotation. Etchy Show has been found. Apex is gonna send the T-22 out for him. Ryguy getting focused out here as well. Tommy, Amorax, DJR, Kami, and External all focus firing on this one target, and he's not going to survive very long at all. Whitetails now has to make a run for the A cap because Apex's cap points are ticking up really fast. It looks like Assassin is getting pushed on, but he's got a little bit of support from Kakati and I Am Grogu. Those T-22s working this crossfire, but Kami is going to be pushing on Grogu with Amorax and DJR. He gets stuck on the rock. Tommy... Ooh, yeah, GG just going down on caps. Weren't able to control the cap situation, even though they retook C and B. Apex just had so much of a cap lead at that point, and they were able to pick up 2 and 3 kills that they were able to pick that game up on cap. Either way, it was a tough game for GG. Not being able to reset B is just such a huge thing on Black Goldville. Again, it's one of those maps where the B cap is just so influential in terms of caps. So difficult to retake, and it's kind of one of the easier caps to like just dump a tank into and have minimal support with. But yeah, so Apex able to pick that game up. GG is gonna be adjusting their lineup. They're gonna be taking double mice, which is honestly, I don't think that's gonna work out for them. Black Goldville, yeah, not having that rotation power is gonna hurt them, I would think. Apex though is only gonna be taking one T22, so maybe it won't be all that bad for GG. Although GG might be planning an aggressive play with those mice, but again, mice just so susceptible to getting crossfired out. If Apex are able to work on the rest of the team, not just Apex, then, or what am I saying? Not just those mice. Work around those mice, or maybe just even knock them out. Apex should have this game, in my opinion at least. Unless GG have something interesting planned for those mice, but I wouldn't imagine much more than them either holding their spawn, which would be, in my opinion, suboptimal for a strategy, or pushing them straight through the B road, which might have a little bit more merit as a strategy, but again, it's going to be difficult to work that. Just going to be pretty low on DPM with the mouse as well as the crons in your lineup, and no medium or clipper or anything, or tank destroyer. So let's see, it looks like those mice are going to be playing through the B cap, so Apex won't be able to make a play towards B unless they go pretty aggressive on it. Assassin looks like he might get spotted pretty early. DJR in the eyes for going to be pushing for the position here, and it looks like he ran into a ridge there. Gets spotted pretty early. But it looks like Tommy also runs into the same place. But look at this. GG is going to be pushing two tanks onto that B cap. Grogu gets shot as he crosses. Sky Warrior took some hits from somewhere. Don't know. It looks like Canadian Impact all the way across the map. Hit him in the crons. But look at this. So now GG is going for the double caps here. They've got B. They have control of the C area as well, but it looks like they're not going to be pushing just yet. Apex has these two IS-4s ready to crossfire these mice. Oh, but Apex, look at this. Apex has so much over here, overlooking that B area there. The mouse of Ryguy is able to back out of there, but Assassin is now kind of caught out here. They've got two IS-4s working on him, and GG hasn't really pushed on this force just yet. They really need to make a move, though, because those mice are just getting bled out in the middle there. Now you see a push from GG, but Apex is just able to retreat down, hold down, and that's probably why GG was hesitant, and it looks like they've pushed into a bad position as well. You've got I Am Grogu and Echi Shio just going to be chilling here behind this building, but there's a whole lot of action going on this other side. Tommy and DJ are now getting counter pushed by those mice, as well as Whitetails. Canadian Impact looking for a shell into someone here. Oh, good. Kami gets knocked out of the game. Echi Shio, though, gets pushed on along with I Am Grogu. I missed that push, but that is happening now. Sky Warrior has a shell into I Am Grogu. You've got DGR going out of the game on that other side there, but they also lost a mouse. GG have the HP advantage for now, but they're down a gun. Tommy is just about going to get knocked out, though. Amorax going to be the next target, probably. You've got AK versus Whitetails, 1 versus 1 on this side here, but the T-22's DPM is going to be outside of the fight for now. The shot's going in across to try to get AK back out of that fight as soon as he can, but Ryguy might pick up the kill here. It's a small shot, not able to get it on the turret. AK needs to pin the shot or he's gonna die, and oh, Ryguy was able to sneak a shell. I don't know where he hit that. But Apex lose their T-22. Canadian Impact looks like he has a dead driver. Kakati getting focused out now. Amorax with another shell. Going to be looking to pick up the kill on Kakati. Has one more shell, but Sky Warrior is able to pick up the kill from back there. Ryguy has the bulk of GG's HP in that mouse, picks up the kill with a little bit of a love tap there. Sky Warrior and Amorax looking for this kill on Canadian Impact. Amorax just about has his third shell left, but oh, he gets double tapped as he pushes for that kill. Now he's only down to 265 HP. Sky Warrior down to 627, but Whitetail is also down to 101, and this mouse is pushed into a crossfire. Needs to pick up this kill on Amorax, but he's not doing it just yet, and he's kind of going side on. Amorax now getting a third shell into his clip. Oh, missed shot on Sky Warrior. Ryguy gonna be pushing for that Kron, but that Kron has 2 more shells left to punish him with. Bouncing, but still doing some good track shots in there. Sky Warrior just gonna be keeping Whitetails down, and Ryguy gets tracked again. Amorax buying time for Sky Warrior to make some moves on this side, but Whitetails is playing a little bit risky, trying to sneak a shell in. Ooh, bounce shots on both of them, but Sky Warrior has the advantage on reload. Ryguy not able to pick up the kill on Amorax. What is going on here? Oh, Sky Warrior bounces the shell. This is just going down to the wire here. Apex can pick this game up. Oh, Sky Warrior with the shell, picking up the kill there. GG has the cap advantage. Each of them have 1 cap. Sky Warrior versus Ryguy now 1 versus 1. Mouse versus E5. The E5's on 208 HP, but he has the height advantage, able to get hold down on Ryguy. Ooh, Sky Warrior needs to make a play onto the B cap, or else he's gonna lose on cap. But Ryguy is there to cut off that option now. So Sky Warrior now going to be looking for the 1 versus 1 possibly. But if he's able to slow down the cap, well, I say that, but there's no way he's going to be able to slow down the cap without Ryguy getting a shot into him as he pushes for it. Sky Warrior going to be making an aggressive move over toward this side. He's getting hold down on the mouse. Can he sneak some shells in? Oh, 970 on the cap for GG's super tense 1 versus 1, but Sky Warrior has to make a play for it. He's going to be getting on the cap, but look at that. Ryguy puts him out of the game. Sky Warrior with a good shell in right before he goes down, but ultimately, being a 1 shot, obviously won't be able to survive more than just 1 shot. Really tense 2 versus 2 there. Came down to a 1 versus 1 in the end as well. And now we have a tiebreaker in the finals. GG versus Apex. Prove your skill number 7. Coming to a final game here. Match for 3rd place. It's Pincer versus RVG. What is this? Red envelope. Okay. I'll go back to the tournament here. GG readying up quite a few tanks here. Canadian in a 50B, Echi Shio in a Kran. 2 IS4s readied up, 3 IS4s actually. Whitetails in the Vickers Light. And Kakati still hasn't readied up his tank, although I would think it's going to be an IS4. Maybe another 50B though. Apex going to be taking a single 50B. Kami in the 50B. 2 E5s, 2 T22s, a Vickers Light, and an IS4. Kakati does end up readying up in an IS4. That last game was kind of weird, honestly. I would say that Apex had the advantage for quite a bit of the game there. For whatever reason, GG didn't end up taking the C cap. They could have played for those double caps and had the cap advantage. Just left 1 tank behind, but I think they were kind of pressured out because their mice were bleeding in the middle. They wanted to play against that, but again, Apex just pulled back a little bit and were able to bleed out those tanks before they even pushed. So yeah, I think that game could have been different had they gone for the cap. Well, let's see. This game coming down here, Vineyards, Apex versus GG tiebreaker, and look at the HPs. GG 2,000 HP more than Apex, just because of the lineup here. Apex taking triple mobility tanks. We've got AK in the Vickers pushing for some spots here. B is getting taken by Kami in the 50B, but look at this. This is just such a safe cap to take. Nobody's going to be taking A from GG, and GG has a lot of tanks spotted on the town area, so Apex probably going to play aggressive towards the A cap, but Raigai is going to be isolated here. GG might be losing Raigai. AK looking for a shell into his side. Gonna be hard to pen now, but he gets a shot on the lower plate with heat. Look at that, double tapped. Apex now making a play on the A cap. GG needs to get their other guns into the fight. Oh, Unique gets hit hard as he crosses over towards that fight. Canadian Impact in the back. As soon as Raigai goes down, Canadian is going to follow pretty soon after. GG now going to be rotating their tanks back over towards this A side. Apex going to be taking that A cap as well as possibly 2 kills here on Raigai and Canadian, but Canadian is pushing out. Going to be taking some hits for Raigai to survive. Not sure if that's the greatest play, but it's actually working out. Now they get I am Grogu for some support. Canadian Impact has a clip now. Can he make it work? DJR now looking to try to get some more damage in. Raigai down to a 2-shot, but look at this. Apex is not focus firing as well, but oh, I was gonna say they're not focus firing as well as GG, but look at that. GG has 2 tanks down to 2 shots, and they just picked up 1. Focus fire for both teams a little bit spotty here. Oh, External gets hit from the offside there. Sky Warrior gets knocked out finally. GG just have this game on HP for now. Echishio is getting worked on by Tommy, but honestly, he's just wasting his time there. Assassin now pushing forwards. Kami in the 50B trying to get away, but he might get tagged here. Puts a shell into Kakati actually, and he's able to get away. Echishio also goes down to Unique. 4 guns on 5. Oh, 4 guns on 6. This is definitely in the favor of GG at this point. They've got the HP and they've got the guns. Unique gonna be staying here, but honestly, he should have just tried to get out when he could have. Because Canadian Impact and Kakati are just gonna push on him, and he is not going to survive this, for sure. Whitetail's coming in with the HP in the Vickers. He gets set on fire as he pushes across, though. Struggling to get his gun down as well. Kami now in the 50B. Trying to look for a place to put his clip in, but Tommy is on an adventure on the other side with the full HP. Look at how spread out their tanks are for Apex. Trying to set up some sort of crossfire, I guess. Apex do have some sort of control on the caps, but Apex just gonna be losing it again. But oh, look at this. Kakati is taking a lot of hits, down to a 1-shot. Kami, though, gonna be reloading, and Whitetails is going to have some fun heshing this 50B and just ripping him apart with his mobility and DPM. Yeah, Kami's just gonna be hurting so hard after this. However, he's just about got a clip. Maybe gonna be going for Canadian Impact as a last-ditch effort. But yeah, that Whitetails is just on him like a bulldog. Canadian Impact takes a big hit there from Kami at the end, but Apex just weren't able to consolidate their tanks for a push later on in the game. Whew. And that brings that matchup to a close. GG were able to pick up the final game tiebreaker win. Apex just weren't able to cross the finish line after picking up the first win on Black Goldville. Well, let's see what happened in the other games. Oh, we can't see the result. Sadly. I don't know why this happens sometimes, but yeah. That happened. I would imagine, though, that Pincer did end up beating RVG, but we just won't know for sure, I guess. So that's the conclusion of Prove Your Skill number 7. Pincer actually did end up getting to third place actually, but still don't think Hated is gonna get knocked out of top 8. They should be fine. But yeah, they definitely have to pick it back up. In terms of other changes to top 8, I don't think anything really changes that much. Pincer keeps their top 8 spot. They're actually probably going to move up. Hated's going to move down from 5th, probably. But aside from that, they should still be in top 8. But yeah, next week, or actually later this week, because it should happen on Tuesday and Wednesday, is going to be the last Prove Your Skill tournament. Prove Your Skill number 8. And that is where all the marbles are on the table. Teams are going to have to do their absolute best if they're in a position to make it into top 8 or to drop out of top 8. And after that next tournament, there's going to be no more chances. So last chance to get into top 8 and last chance to prove that you're worthy of top 8 for all teams in that lower section of top 8. And then after that, the actual top 8 round robin should be happening the week after. And it should go from Tuesday all the way to Sunday. Saturday and Sunday that weekend are going to be the finals, the grand finals for the winter season actually. So pretty close to coming to a close. This set of Ascent tournaments is just so long and drawn out, in my opinion at least. There are so many games played to make sure that the teams that are getting into top 8, I guess, are worthy of top 8. But yeah, I mean, it's finally coming to an end, and we should have our champions crowned in the next 2 weeks, so gonna be ending the stream off here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on Tuesday.